The turret just died. What the hell? It felt like Lego bricks. But anyway, for the blue team, they're gonna be running a Torbjorn on defense. Things gonna be on that wrecking ball as well. And in the meantime, Culture gonna be out in front with the Reinhardt. So for the blue team, they're gonna try to defend this gate, but we'll have to contend with the oncoming red squad, which does have a Pharah Mercy in play. One Tamad now showing up. They do have a Brigitte as well, so we'll see a duel between two Brigittes. Lots of armor here for both squads. Redux now really low, needs to get back out, but no, Timora swooping in from the other side will get the takedown onto Redux. So for the red team, they're gonna try to push with this Pharah Mercy. Cake having to back out. Can the Brigitte stay alive in the face of a Rocketeer? No, Timora still gets that takedown. Things now out in front. Culture gets run over. The blue team now gonna contest with the roundabout play here from DNX. But for now, FGVR wanting to go on to Cake first. That's another takedown going the way of the red team. Vital as well, using the hitbox to his advantage. Redux now gonna go on to the left-hand side. We'll try to contest one more time with Dink still putting the pressure on. Finally, he gets taken down. Can the flashback connect? No, a stun from the Brigitte. Instead, we'll meet him. So the blue team now having to concede the point within the minute. Not a good defense there from the blue side. Kind of sad just how the Pharah and the Mercy easily ran them over. Like, Redux didn't really get a pick with the Doomfist in the first place, and he was caught out of position, easily punished by Timora and Vanija. Vanija now gonna pop the Valkyrie. We do see a hammer down there from the side of Culture, doesn't get too much. FGBR turning sides, gets it on DNX. Molten Core now placed by Callum as well. Lots of action on the point and lots of lava as well. But for now, the blue team defending with 3 kills so far. Timora could have used the raw barrage there, but didn't have the opportunity to do so. So the blue team right now will be able to hold for the time being. The real question is, they did use a lot of ultimates there, so the real question is, can they keep this up? They still have the Deadeye as well as the Valkyrie available here. Between Bayubot and Redux. On the other hand, Timora can still pop the rocket barrage at her falling. So Vital right now, into the middle line, still on that Tracer. Interesting, I like that how Vital is still trying to do the Tracer, and the blue team not really responding, don't have a Brigitte. But Torbjorn can work wonders against a wily hero like that as well. But for now, Callum staying on to the point, staying alongside Culture. Lots of armor here for the blue team. And in terms of the Torbjorn, oh wait, armor packs aren't a thing anymore. It's only for the red team right now. They do get the armor support advantage, but Callum himself can get a bunch of armor. No easy to take down immediately by Timora. Timora swooping on, and Redux on the other hand on the high ground gets rid of Vital. One to mud, looks like he's gonna lay on instead. Akashi down below, having to contend with Culture, but he gets a swat of Culture instead from the Reinhardt. So for the blue team, another successful hold. They did get up the first tick, and look, there's a small little black thing indicator. If you guys want to change the colors of Overwatch, you can do colorblind mode, but I still like the defaults. I don't know, the defaults are a-okay to me. If you're having a hard time seeing stuff, you can always make it something like neon blue. If you're really colorblind, it might help you for sure. Damn good casting voice. Wow, that's the first I hear that. Tomorrow now having to contend with Calamitous the 2. Again, trading blows. The Rivet Gun though, just projectile speed taking its toll to actually get the Pharah. Culture whiffing the shatter. FGVR responding in kind, putting Diana to the floor. Cake though will be saved by Calamitous, and the blue team now is going up the stairs, trying to climb the ladder here. A Nano Mercy now of Bayubot flying around to damage resistance to keep him alive. Thank you for the follow there, Kwepi. Yung Daks now, that's ready with the self-destruct. Gonna still stay on the 3rd floor. We'll get the remake. So the blue squad expending a number of ultimates again to hold this. The red team not really being potent with theirs. They didn't use the shatter wisely. The rally wasn't on point as well. Could have used it in a more initiative factor. But for now, they do have 4 ultimates, especially that grab. Oh, the pulse bomb connecting onto Culture. Can he stay alive? Gets healed up by both Bayubot and Diana. Molten Core is there as well, forcing the red team to actually back on out, go down below instead. A charge here from FGVR, completely whiffed, has to back on out. The 2 Reinhardts meet for the time being. Good afternoon, yo. Saw your channel on Overwatch Philippines. Welcome. Yeah, Kwepi. If y'all wanna join, feel free to do so. Culture now gonna go for the shatter. It doesn't connect. Earth Shatter though onto the backline behind the Reinhardt, and the turret doing some damage. Vital gets caught out. And I think the turret now shoots at whoever you're shooting. If you tag someone with a turret, I think it will swap targets. I'm actually not very sure, but it looks like that was the situation. Because Callum focusing fire onto the Tracer. Now Vital switching over to the Widowmaker. Rally here to keep FGVR alive, but he's gonna go along for a ride and gets a bio grenade in response. For the red team, they're trying to go into the middle dive. Culture going for some swings onto FGVR as well. Dinks flying up into the sky. Timur still holding up to the rocket barrage. Been holding that for the past 3 minutes. Might pop it here. Redux gets blown up. Calamitous in his face. And the Torbjorn really strong in close quarters. Akashi though whittling down to with the Zarya. Dinks getting D-Mech. Has to self-destruct again. Can get a loud charge here. Oh, but Ninja caught out in the open. Will get taken down. So for the red team, they lost their healer. They can still go for the contest onto the second tick, and they'll be able to get it. Can they get the third? Because Redux is gonna go up on top, tactically trying to get the advantage. Gets a dead eye in response. Good trust there into the tap line, and Redux finally cleaning up, taking down 3 at the end. Shatter is cancelled as well. So a beautiful play there from the red team, from the blue team rather. Let's just check that one out again. This was a lot of thrust here from Redux. It could have been Culture not stepping in time, but eventually he got a kill onto Vital first, removing the Widowmaker from the equation. No more backline pressure, and easy 4 picks here for the McCree. So for now, real question is, how will the red team respond? Because they do have to get to the point one more time. They still have the rocket barrage, which we're keeping up. I'll talk to the chat a bit. I actually want to focus on the game though. So for the red team, they're trying to take the high ground again to allow Vital to have free reign. Gonna be Wantamat switching over to a Brigitte, interestingly. So a 3 DPS comp. Calamda's popping the Molten Core, gets blown up immediately, but still burns. FGVR, the armor just melting. Think Mount Doom or something. Like the Reinhardt just melting with the Wandering, but Ninja just flying around, not really doing much with the Pink Mercy. Redux on the other hand with the hot hand does get 2 again. And so far, the blue team has had the answer here for the red squad's attack for the past, what, 6 minutes? It's been pretty effective on the defense. They've been giving up ticks, yes, but they still haven't given up the point. They've been given enough space, but not to the point that the point would be lost in the first place. Calamus onto the left-hand window. Meets the oncoming red squad, so the blue team will respond in kind. They'll just rotate here to the corner. On the other hand, no real flankers here besides Wantamad, and he has the blade available, so keep an eye out on the Genji. Can make a play here. Calamitous gets a sleep dart after the kill onto Baninja. And for the red team, they have to get back onto the point. But 2 picks going the way of the blue squad. And Nana boost here onto Culture as well. I feel like a little too early, and he misses the charge as well onto Akashi. So the blue squad still getting some picks with Redux just going crazy. Calamus as well with a takedown. Can Vital get another pick on this Widowmaker? Has to grapple onto the point. As Baninja dancing around, will get taken down by the turret. There's the charge right now. Calamitous does get 2. Redux gonna pop the Deadeye down below as well. And the Earth Shatter completely wasted at the end as the blue squad finish it up. Okay, so Kwepi, this is not a tournament. Let me explain to you real quick. So Kwepi, and to everyone else that's new, these are the OverRushPH community scrims. They're more or less pugs. They're just pugs. Pick up games, feel free to join anytime. You see a battle tag below, Dakscast1656. Just add it up and you can just join the lobby just by right-clicking my name, join game, or you can ask for an invite too. And yeah, so more or less this is the best, the higher tier Philippine players that kind of peg. If you don't speak Filipino, it's okay. We all speak English, but at the same time, if you live not in Southeast Asia, you might have some ping problems. Like we have our friends here from the US, Cake and Culture. They are Filipinos, but they stay on the East Coast, so that's a solid 300 ping from them, and they still defended so well.
Look after yourself.
Yeah, community scrim is a pug. It's just a brand thing I did, whatever. And yeah, just having some fun. Actually, I don't know when the next OverRushPH tourney will be. Wink, wink. But for now, we'll see. We'll see what we gotta do. If you wanna check out some of my older stuff, just check out below. There are lots of collections, including the Open Division, like the official Open Division English broadcast for Pacific, a bunch of stuff I did with Blizzard as well. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, hey, wala pa akong details, tangin na yung mga leak boys. Inaayos ko pa nga, hindi ko pa nga ginagawa yung document eh. Ayan ang mga to. But anyway, gonna be the blue team now on the attack. The red team gonna have this Widowmaker as well as a soldier on defense. One Tomad being bounced around, gets taken down by Calamitous so quickly. And really, the soldier not still the best pick so far. It's not too potent, it does give a lot of sustain, but the Soldier 76 is a hero that is strong on longer engagements. And for the blue team, they're gonna go fast and furious with the Doomfist as well as the Hanzo. As even with the Wrecking Ball now in tow, Dings gets a takedown onto FGVAR. The first pick has been taken already by the blue team, and this is gonna be an easy one within the minute. It just goes to show. It just goes to show the weakness of lower damage heroes compared to high bursts. As for now, Calamitous caught out in the open, contesting as well, being chased around by the two tanks. Culture getting a charge onto Vital and Redux with the high ground advantage. So the blue team now having the free raid to get the shots on out with both Cake and Culture leading the charge. Redux out there, Akashi wanting to go for the boot but falls down instead. Akashi messing up the wrecking ball play, unfortunate for him. FGV are now being bounced around. Redux with the takedown onto one. One of them just standing there, pretty lazy movement if you ask me, but here's the meteor strike now and he finally picks himself up but gets taken down at the end. Calamitous going for a punch again onto Diana. Here's the Dragon Strike now through to the center. Redux does get to Akashi and Baninja staying onto the point, and FGVR back into the fight. Fire Strike gonna commit. And the Earth Shatter is available, but he can't get it out because Calamitous putting him to the corner. But Ninja and Akashi still with the contest. There's the Soldier 76 putting the biofield, but not onto the point. And Wantamad will get taken down. Vital with the pulse bomb gets punched back to the spawn. Can the red team make it back? FGVR switching over to the Risa. Interesting to note. Can he actually make it? As Akashi still rolling around, sees the mines, gets blown up by the opposite mines. The second take has been taken, but Ninja right now gonna jump onto the point. And the sound barrier cancel as well. The red team being shut down one by one. And the blue squad will take it. I just started playing Overwatch since about for 12. I'm getting a hang of it. I used to play on my brother's account. Yeah, whatever, dude. Feel free to join. I mean, it might be a little difficult for you, but people are more or less friendly enough. Just the people. It's like just be flexible. Just listen to them, and you can get by pretty well. Blue squad so good. It is what it is. Anyway, for Team Fine Wine, I think my restriction here is blue team is everyone over the age of 18, and for the red team it's like under 18 more or less, with a few exceptions. So for the blue team, we do see Bayubat here just leading the charge with the Tracer. The blue squad and the red squad will meet into the high ground. There's the charge from Culture and Baninja in an easy punish play. From the Zenyatta gets two already. Baninja popping heads really quickly so far. And probably later on tonight, Baninja will be co-casting. We'll see what the plan is. So for the red team, they do have the initial advantage onto the point. Can go for the capture quite quickly. Arc Alphonse already onto it. Dinks on the other hand with the Tracer gets rid of the Zenyatta. And the mismatch going perfectly in the way of the blue team. Tamora now meeting Dinks. There's the recall, and Tamora gets taken down. Oh. So Dinks right now just popping heads again. This guy, what a consistent player. Dinks is really strong in playing that Tracer. Needs to be hard countered, to be honest, by a Brigitte or something. Arc Alphonse is Arc's dad, by the way. Oh, why don't put him on Team Youth then? I feel cheated. Why did I put him on Team Youth? That's I got it. That's the team chaperone. Arc Alphonse is the team chaperone. So for the red team, they're gonna guide to go to the center. Calamitous still ready with the Molten Core, putting up a turret. But for the red squad, the real question is, can they actually penetrate this? Because the blue team taking a pretty substantial hold onto the right hand side. Wantamad gonna put up the bubble, Dinks with the takedown onto Calamitous and wants to go for Baninja next. And the Zenyatta has to back one out. Another amount of pressure here onto Baninja will put her in a pretty ineffective slot. And look at it, the blue team already capitalizing. Arcneo though, turning things around, does get to with the self-destruct. Culture on the other hand, swinging away, will get rid of Rainby. Here's the charge right now, Culture completely missing. Dinks on the other hand finally get rid of Baninja. So for the red squad, they don't have the point yet. It was a good bomb there from Arcdaniel, but the amount of pressure there from Dinks, putting Baninja in a bad spot, you might need to win a duel. In a situation where a Tracer is just bullying you as Zen, you really either need to win the duel or just completely ignore him to the point that you're with your team. Coalescence right now from Cake. Soundbuyer is popped by Bayubat as well. They get rid of Calamitous, so the Molten Core pretty much ineffective in this fight. Rainwheel on the other hand with Prime Rage available. Culture now with a takedown onto one. Here's the dive on in onto Bayubat. Wantamad popping out in front, but Ninja caught out in the open, and the blue squad is still in a really good spot in this. Rainwheel now having to go for the engage onto the backside, and look at the red team just taking different positions for each other. But Ninja forced to pop the trance already thanks to the efforts there from the Tracer, and Calamitous will respond with a kill on the Cake. Hanamura gets caught in by the grab, gets taken down, and the Zenyatta finally popping heads again, but still Baninja being chased around by the Tracer as well as the Diva. This is really hard here for Baninja, and finally gets taken down. For the blue squad, just this pressure onto the supports have been working. There's the pulse bomb right now, doesn't get too much. Arc Alphonse and Daks kill each other. Finally, the red team gonna go for the capture. There's the self-destruct, and Cake will just take it in the face. So as I'm saying, the red team, I feel like Baninja is one of their standout players right now with that Zen. And Daks notices it. And so Daks capitalizing on the fact that they've been relying on Baninja to do a lot of damage with the discords and the headshots. So what happened is just Tracer forcing the Zenyatta all the way to the backline, can't even heal up anyone. So Daks now gonna go for the recall. The 2 dive comp tanks gonna meet him up on top. So for the red squad, they're still trying to get the high ground, and the blue team just jumping onto the point with 4. Look at this, Wantamad chilling on the side, Redux going for a kill onto one, Shatter whip by Culture. He's gonna go for some more swings, and there's the Soundbuyer now. Redux now gonna whip out the Dragon Strike in front of Archangel, and there's a counter Dragon here for Arc Alphonse. Another takedown there from the Hanzo. Archangel getting the Nano Boost as well, and is forcing Redux to lunge to the center of the blue squad. And this is going to be the red team with a pretty successful hold, just starring the Zarya right now. And for the red team, the fact that they had the opportunity to dive over getting dove on or getting engaged on in the first place really set the tone in that fight. The fact that Rainwheel and Archangel were in a spot more or less safe till they were ready to go. Self-destruct now popped by Archangel. That was a forced self-destruct there due to the fact that he needed the back into the next fight. Coalesces right now from Cake, the blue team now trying to push on in with Rainwheel popping the Primal Rage though out in front. Daks getting the D-Mech onto Archangel, but the Baby Diva will get the takedown. So for the red squad, they still have the advantage here, getting some kills through Calamitous, and the blue team not even onto the point. The red team gets it 102-99. That was a woo kind of game. Yo, Arc Alphonse is my dad. I know. I saw on chat. Rig my team names. My team names are inaccurate now. I feel lied to. Team names are inaccurate now. Youth. Puts dad in youth, like father, like son. So you mean that? So you mean that? This is the part where you're like, so you mean toxic AF. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. Archangel has been a fun member of the community and has chilled the fuck out, so that's all good too. For now, Culture gonna lead the charge. A good circle play from the blue team. Interesting. So they went for the rotation. They didn't want to deal with the Roadhog rather out in front with the environmental potential. And this is the blue team now cascading on in as a unit. So a good play there from the blue squad. Rainwheel struggling to get the hook onto anyone. Even the Reinhardt just shrugs it off. The blue squad getting the initial capture. So I really like that play there from the blue team. They decided to not go against a Roadhog, against a Lucia, against a Orisa. in a situation where they could fall down. There's the Coalescence right now from Cake. They're gonna go for the push. Daks is ready with the pulse bomb, gets the stick onto Archangel. But a good 45 from the Orisa, keeping him alive. Blue squad though will use those 2 ultimates to get a position of power. They are gonna push all the way to the doorway. In the meantime, the 2 Hanzos gonna duel. Arc Alphonse just hiding, meets Cake, and the Moira will be able to get the takedown. On the other hand, the blue squad now gonna go for the rotate. The Dragon Strike is available. Redux just wanting to cut this up. There you go with the Dragon going to the center. Timur and Calamitous both get taken down. The blue team in heavy control of Sakna here. And for the red squad with an Orisa Roadhog Lucio's composition, they really need to get into position. That's the point of the Lucio. If the Lucio can't get you into position, you really need to switch things up because you can't fight this in an alleyway like this. So now Hulhog is popped. Rainy doing a lot of damage here, putting Bayuba to the corner. Redux on the other hand just whipping out the storm arrows. Calamitous having to back on out. And there's the sound barrier now from Bayuba. So the blue team is winning, but they still decide to go for the sound barrier. I feel like, you know, it's a flip-flop here. Could have been not used. And now Bayuba really low, has to back on out, still staying in the fight, and almost gets taken down. Bad driver being tossed out by Raimi. Coalescence on the other hand, as well as a Graviton from Wantamad. A flurry of ultimates here from the blue squad, but Ninja a little too late to pop the sound barrier as well. So for the blue squad, another set of kills for them. Calamitous on the other end just hiding, gets spotted out by Cake immediately. Good communication here from the blue team, saying that the Tracer is down below. Redux started to go for the flag, but no, Dinks will be able to take down his counterpart. For the red squad, nope, can't even make it to the point. So 102-0 this time for the blue team. Good effort, but blue team way too dominant in that fight. The real para. Damn, the real para in the house. I don't know how to feel about KFC chicken. On the one hand, it's pretty good, but at the same time, you know, it's like, what do you say? What do you call it? It's like eh. Yo. So anyway, for the blue team, they still will run with a quick lineup with the Tracer, the Hanzo, with the Lucio in. So anyway, so for the blue team and the red team, they do have everyone just standing still. It's like a situation where it's like what do you call it? Marco Polo or some stuff. But now but out in front, the blue team getting the first capture. Calamitous on the other hand in the backline does get rid of Cake. Dinks will meet him. And the red squad having the advantage does get 2 picks. Oh, Timora with the charge there, bringing Bayuba to the corner. One Samad now popping the bubble, and Timora just swinging away with 2 kills. The red team though out in front, and this is gonna be an easy recapture here for the red team. Timora coming from the gates, extremely powerful there, getting the charge onto the blue team. And the red team just getting the capture back thanks to Timora, honestly. So for the red squad, they will have to get a starting point here. They do so with a kill onto Bayuban. So the defense here for the red team already on the high note. Without the Lucio, the blue squad will want to wait on that hero to allow them to get into a better position. On the other hand, Calamitous is being pesky. Redux overextending, will get taken down. And another stagger here by the blue team. The red squad capitalizing with their Tracer lineup, and now Calamitous going for some more kills. On the other hand, Dinks putting things into his own hands, gets a pulse bomb kill onto Arc Alphonse, but Timora and Baninja chasing after him. The Tracer being pesky, good clip there onto the Lucio. Can Baninja fall? No, the Fire Grenade now coming on out, and Cake will pop the Coalescence. So the blue team trying to turn things around. Timora caught inside, just swinging away for the time being. There's the Graviton Surge. Nope. Oh, there is the Graviton Surge there from Rainby. Nano boosted up as well. But I feel like it's a waste of both a Nano boost as well as a Graviton. Because Rainby didn't have much energy in that fight. The blue team now getting onto the point. Redux with a takedown again onto Archdaniel. Gonna duel against Arc Alphonse. And there's the shot there onto the opposite Hanzo. So for the red team, it's pretty close here. 67%. But they're gonna lose the point. The blue squad on the other hand gonna get the retake and will start the progress again in their hands. The blue team now ready with 5 ultimates. On the other hand, the red squad does have 3. So for the blue squad, their main approach will be ult economy usage. Just combo out some ults. On the other hand, Redux caught in a bad spot. Just way too ambitious there from Redux. The 2 Reinhardt's butt heads. Calamitous does get 2 for the time being. And here's a sound barrier. It gets out in time, but still getting stunned up at the end by Timora. So the sound barrier there is saving the Zarya and the Lucio. But on the other hand, Culture taking a lot of damage. Wantamad gonna pop the Graviton in an inopportune moment. A Dragon Strike as well, and Baninja's sound barrier ends up being useful. But for the red squad, they're gonna go for the push. That was That was a series of misplays there from both teams, but eventually it worked out in the favor of the red squad. 85% right now for the red team, and Dinks going for the chase down, doesn't get the takedown however, and 90% right now. Arc Alphonse gets caught outside, has the Dragon Strike available. Calamitous on the other hand just running around. Here's the Coalescence, the blue team onto the point right now, will go for the contest, but the Graviton Surge, Nano Boost rather, onto Rainy will allow him to charge up the Graviton Surge pretty quickly. Tomorrow does get through, and the Reinhardt has been pretty crazy so far. Rainy now trying to go for Bayu, but the Lucio will get taken down, and this looks like the red team will be able to take it 2-1. Good game. A good game right there. Both teams showing a level of dominance, but at the same time, it was just like the red team going with the momentum from the boss with Tamora, just getting those kills. Arc Alphonse with the play of the game on the Hanzo as well. No problem. Feel free. Yeah. Arc Alphonse, let's get to another shrine play. Another shrine play with the dragon. Goddamn, dude. Goddamn. Bye. You guys need to go. Looks like we might have a pretty quick session today, which is okay, because a lot of people are very excited for the 8 PM occurrence later on. One Tamad, so good. The Mongler dropping by. I was just saying, like, at 8 PM today, we're gonna have a team scrim. We haven't had one in a while. It's gonna be MMK versus an tryout team for the PH community. So we'll be checking that out, and I think Baninja's gonna be co-casting with me tonight. But for now, let's go on to Lijiang Tower Guard and stay up by you, but who's trying to snipe up Tamora. Vital gets a takedown, and that's a little bit of a problem with running the Moira and trying to heal the Pharah. That's not gonna work out in your favor. You need to toss out the Bio Orb in the first place. Vital now versus Miku. The Hanzo tossing some arrows. Again, the Swiss Strike connect. Calamitous dashing to the side, gets the deflect as well. In the meantime, Dinks trying to go for his best dodge this impression and goes for the roundabout. Dinks gets 3 and 4 and almost gets dashed, but still that worked out. That worked out. GM Smurf. Mongler dropping by Tonking. Dinks That was funny. That was really funny what Dinks just did. But anyway, for the blue team right now, they did have to concede the point. I don't know what was going on, except with Dinks just going around and around and around and around and around again. Good deflect there onto Miku, and the Fire Strike will connect. So for now, the blue squad still try to keep on the pressure. Calamitous will get taken down this time by Tamora. There's the boop. Archdaniel falling into the pond. That was really questionable there. Vital gonna toss out the pulse bomb. There's the recall, almost blows himself up. But for the blue team, can they actually get back to the point? Because the Coalescence here from Baninja applying so much pressure as well. And the red team, this is the red team's death maze, because there's a Coalescence, a beam, another beam with the Zarya, and there's the going around and around wrecking ball. Calamitous does get a kill onto one with the Dragon Strike. Dragon Blade rather, and counter Soundbarrier there from Archdaniel. Miku meeting the Genji, will get the takedown. A steady hand there to get the kill, not losing the bow till the deflect was gone. This is the red squad now in pretty high command of this. Their lineup is well suited for the map in the first place. On the other hand, the blue team struggling to go with their comfort picks. So for now, FGVR and the Ouija Hunter having a hard time to get past the bridge in the first place. Archdaniel almost gets taken down. There's the Graviton. One Tomad completely whiffing. Dinks on the other hand falling down into the pond. Miku now getting a takedown onto one, and the blue squad marching on in. Can they make it? No! Archdaniel gets the boop onto FGVR. And that's the biggest problem with running the Reinhardt here on Gardens, and you decide to go for the bridge. You're gonna meet a Lucio with the beatdown. So the red squad right now still keeping control of the point. A small contest here from the blue team, but they've been struggling so heavily. Bayubat gonna go for the res. Can they even make it to the end? That is the real question. HGVR now gonna pop the shatter, getting booped around, gets absolutely nothing. Bets met by the Rocket Virtual from Tamora. Here's a Graviton Surge now from Ouija Hunter, but the red squad can just counter it so quickly. Pulse bomb connecting onto Tamora. Vital. Good stick there. But Tamora knows he was doomed anyway. Just flew up into the sky instead. Here comes Dinks again with the round and the round and the round and the round goes. Just the red team. Heavy command of this point. Their lineup well suited. HGVR can't even make it to the end. Tinikling ka alam. Damn, dude. Yikes. Anyway, what are we doing? So the blue team now down the map, and we're gonna be on Night Market next. So this might suit them a little better. Interesting though, FTB are gonna switch over to a Diva, and Ouija Hunter gonna be on the Hanzo. So the blue squad right now gonna be on the triple DPS with the double sniper, and Night Market is a map you can play it on. But at the same time, it really depends on how the red team is gonna play it. Look, Arctaniel just gonna go for the offensive. Lucio gets a takedown onto Vital. Just pushing with that Lucio. Solid play there from Arctaniel. Gets another takedown onto Calamitous. This might be a situation where the red team has to go for a tank heavy comp instead of a DPS one. Look what the red team is running. They're running this very, very strong Wrecking Ball Zarya combination, and on the other hand, the blue squad is struggling with their presence, even though they will be at a disadvantage. So try and take on Junkrat with maybe a Goat's Comp or something like that. It might work out better in their favor instead of this Diva out in front and with the double sniper trying to do some damage. But anyway, for the blue squad, they will capitalize on the amount of space they've been given. Vital going for a shot there on the Dinks. On the other hand, Arctaniel taking the challenge has switched over to the Widowmaker, wanting to go for Para. Doesn't get the headshot there onto the slow Moiras. For the red team, that was a opportunity wasted in the first place. For the blue squad and the red team, they're just trading blows. The blue team now finally getting onto the point with the Genji as well as the Lucio Moira and the Diva. And eventually they do get the point. So unfortunately for the red squad, it's like what happened there was they decided to fight snipers against snipers, and that was the one thing they shouldn't have done due to the fact that they had such perfect control already of the point. Ouija Hunter just crouching, doesn't want to get popped by Arctaniel, meets the Widowmaker, and Ouija Hunter hides again. In the meantime, Vital gonna go up on top, will try to go for a snipe, spots out the Zarya, the Ana and the Zarya staying together, the Junkrat as well, tossing some grenades, and now 2 picks going the way of the red team. Make that a third on the Para. Here's the contest now from the red squad, and they know they have this in the bag, already getting the picks at the start. FGVR getting blown up by the mine as well. And for now, 40% here for the red team. Really the game of picks going their way in a composition where the blue squad should have been getting the picks instead. So an easy capture on the point. No presence whatsoever from the defending team. Literally a hand-me-down from the blue squad. Vital now and Arctaniel gonna go for the duel. And yeah, Arctaniel gets the kill. A Dragon Blade here from Calamitous, and there's a Sleep Dart. So two of them have been countered at the start already. Here's the Dragon Strike. I wouldn't be surprised if someone ate it up. No, big Diva Dom there from FGVR. Gets a kill onto Baninja as well as Miku. Arctaniel now popping heads, does get 2 more. Will want to go for a Ouija Hunter, but the Storm Arrows there, getting the takedown. Even going for the Proxy Mines. The Junkrat now into the air and will get blown up by the Concussive Mine. Good toss there from Timura. Timura getting the kill onto Calamitous again with the trap. This has been a mess. This has been a pretty messy game from both squads due to the fact the side of the blue team just so scattered. The red team is forced to respond in kind, to be honest. Like, if they actually wanted action on the point, if they actually wanted action in this fight, the only way to go is to meet them head on with a sniper battle. But if they wanted an easy win, they would have just anchored onto the point. There would be no way for the blue team to actually penetrate into this. The red squad will take it 150 in this one. It just goes to show, when you try to run a sniper comp, it's a little difficult to even have any presence on the point in the first place.
Play of the game.
Play of the game going to the hamster. This was a play. This was a play. That was a play. Their end Para on the Zenyatta Ana support. And interesting, Para's gonna try to go for the Ana play. I would have actually preferred maybe if Ouija Hunter went on the Diana and Para go on the Zen, or maybe even Lucio. Might be a little dangerous here for Para to play Diana with the high ping, but we'll see. I have complete faith in her that she can hit those nades and hit those shots. Blue squad still staying on with the Orisa, and Miku already getting a shot onto Para. That's unfortunate there. But Widowmaker getting the sidelines, Redux on the other hand with a dive on in, almost gets taken down, just being chased around. Yumi on the other hand goes for Arctaniel. So for the blue squad, they do have to deal with a turret, and things will be able to snipe down the Ouija Hunter. The red team now gonna go for the push. Fascinate trying to contest, but the Orisa forced back on that. FGBR now gonna march on in. It is really dangerous here for Fascinate. Gets whittled down by the cannons from the Diva. The red squad now wanting to contest the high ground. Para has to back on out. Yumi meets the Diva, and there's the punch to keep the baby Diva alive. Redux honestly didn't need to do that, and will get punished instead by Arctaniel. So for the red squad, the attack Torbjorn working out in their favor. They really need to switch things up because Arctaniel here just popping heads with the overload rather. And what I've noticed here with playing Torbjorn on attack, the overload is really your only chance to go as a real DPS. So the Torbjorn still isn't quite up to par to a lot of DPS players, but has a very high potential in the first place. Arctaniel now gonna go for the flank, can toss out a turret at any time. Miku getting the Swift Strike on to Redux. The Dragon Blade now is available. There's the hook and there's the kill. Fascinate and Yumi working together to get rid of Arctaniel, but get met by Tomorrow. Oh, good snipe there from Ouija Hunter after the shots from Yumi. And the blue squad now gonna go for the contest onto the payload. The baby Diva finally hopping on into its mother mech and gets a nano boost for his trouble as well. On the other hand, the full hog is popped by Yumi. Ouija Hunter with the Transcendence as well. Self-destruct into the backline, gets absolutely nothing. So for the blue squad, a successful defense so far. Kudos to the blue team. Able to make a turnaround play by literally going around the high side and getting some takedowns. 200 IQ bomb as well from FGBR. Not really the best one, but still the red team has the potential. Oh, Yumi. No retribution there for no mercy rather for Timura. Yumi just going for some shots and the Roadhog still chasing after them. Oh no, I don't think Timura wants to fight Yumi. I think this is a situation where it's a peace treaty between the Roadhog and the Reaper. This is very dangerous though, because Timura is getting into a position to go for the Death Blossom. That's really cute, however. For the blue squad right now, they're gonna set up onto the bridge. And on the other hand, Wantamad and Arctaniel responding in kind. Is this gonna be an Orisa Huff between the blue and the red teams? Timura now trying to get in position, just crouching around. Timura, very cheeky, might drop one down. Meets Vital, gets a Discord Orb, however, gets spotting out by Ouija Hunter immediately. And Arctaniel now charging on in all by him, loadsome again. Timura now hopping on top with the Shadow Step and nope. Oh, there you go. Tomorrow with the Death Blossom onto Para to start things off. That is an unfortunate time for Dion. The Tactical Visor is available here for Vital. On the other hand, the Molten Core has been popped by Arctaniel. And there's a round barrage from Redux as well. Gets rid of 2. Doesn't need to step on the lava because he can fly. But for the red squad, they're gonna go for the ball on, and Calamda's gonna be on the Wrecking Ball. So Calam and Vital just playing a little bit of a cover game. And finally, Vital will be able to get to takedown. So for the blue squad, they're able to hold on to this thanks to the rocket barrage there from Redux. A Transcendence now from Ouija Hunter just keep the Soldier 76 alive, and they even go for the Tac Visor. So an offensive trance into an offensive Tac Visor. Vital now does get to Calamdas into the air, almost gets taken down, but finally pops the shield for himself. The blue squad though will meet with Fascinate out in front, getting the nano boost. Fascinate now charging, does get a kill onto FGBR. Calamitous and Fascinate just playing the marble race between each other, and Yumi wants to get in onto the action with the whole hog available. So for the blue squad, the real question is, can they keep this up? As Vital right now up on top, Timura getting the deflect and the takedown onto Ouija Hunter, but still the blue squad with their DPS line has been pretty solid so far. On the other hand, the red team just chilling on to the side. Miku going for a sniper too. Can Miku actually get a shot here? Can hop up on top? The real question is, oh, there you go. Gonna whip on in, trying to get a smooth silk shot. Going for a snipe onto Redux right now. The 2 just trading blows for the time being. Yuumi gets the hook and gets the takedown. Here's the pile drive now from Calamitous. The red squad will try to engage, but Yuumi will turn things around with her own Whole Hog. Self-destruct into the backline, gets one, and the red team with the advantage this time, getting more or less a team wipe in that fight. The only survivor here, Fascinate, just rolling around, can't hook up into the sky, and finally getting to the payload, bounces on the platform. Not the best time here for Fascinate. But the blue squad still has the potential here. Redux now out in front will get killed first with the assist strike here. Fascinate taking it up onto the payload, pops the shields, pop the mines as well. Can the blue team make it? Ouija Hunter close to the trance. We have a trance from Archdaniel himself, just glowing right now, healing up things. Yuumi can't get the one-shot kill, and Vital now up on top using the high ground advantage to get some takedowns. A tactical visor here, popped by Vital. Going for Archdaniel, but the red squad able to get the win there. Wow, that was a smart play from Archdaniel, using the cavern as cover and was able to get the takedown onto the Soldier 76. No amount of aimbot can help you in a situation like that. So for the red squad, able to finish up the next part of the map. Gonna move on into the truck area. Sad la, once mad. Makes me sad when you have to sub someone like that. But yeah, just taking too long, man. Archdaniel and Redux now trading some blows. Redux on the other hand into the middle line, tossing some shots. Meets Calamitous, who bowls with the wrecking ball again. And here comes the hamster, just bouncing around and finally gets a takedown onto his counterpart. And for the blue squad, they're going to defend this into the middle line with no real main tank, no real anchor, no real shields. Instead, it'll be a lot of action here between the two teams. Ouija Hunter getting caught out by the Genji. Timura trying to get in position to go for the Dragon Blade. Spots out the mines there from his teammates. For the red squad, they need to go through to the center. Self-destruct coming on out into the middle line. FCBR does get para. Archdaniel with a takedown on the Fascinate as well. Now without the wrecking ball in, so they can go to the payload so quickly and just easily get to the end. Ouija Hunter has to pop the trance to delay the inevitable. On the other hand, Vital gets a buy grenade and will get taken down. Dragon Strike into the middle line. Yuumi still on that Roadhog, just hopping around. Has to pop to take a breather pretty early. And here's the Dragon Blade now from Timura, bouncing Ouija Hunter around. Will get taken down though by Redux, who has the Deadeye and gets an arrow met from Miku. And this is the red team now in full control of this. They'll be able to finish out Route 66 with a number of seconds remaining. A good use of Archdaniel, you go for the trance at the end to get rid of all the mines. You can't get hurt in the first place. It's a lot better than popping the Sam Barrier as Lucian, just bouncing around the mines and just get blown up in the process. But for the blue team, they will have to finish up the map as well to have a chance to win this. 32 seconds for the red squad. And that'll be an amount of time that should be added in a case where the blue team finishes up the map in the first place. So you know, that's a 28-second buffer additional to the blue team if they finish up the map. On the other hand, the red team will try to go for the defense early, and a full hold will never be something to not want as a defender. But anyway, this is what is. This thing is still on fire for some reason. It's cool though. It's cool though that just at least there's a few sparks and stuff, even low settings. It really goes to show that, you know, the game still trying to modernize and stuff trying to be pretty in the first place. But anyway, this is what it is. The red team right now gonna try to defend with an Orisa Roadhog as well. And on the other hand, the blue team gonna switch things up. Gonna be Yuumi on the Ana and Para on the Mura, which is pretty decent. Mura Ana composition is a very heal heavy one, but you don't really get too much utility out of this. They're gonna go for a double off tack as well. A Roadhog Diva, no real anchor onto the payload. Can they actually make these picks count? Because Redux already keeping an eye onto the position of the red team. He wants to go for a snipe. Might see the Genji. No? Calamitous? Oh yeah, Calamitous showing up and pops the deflect pretty obviously. So Redux not gonna take the shot there. The blue team now gonna go for the roll on into the right hand side. And Fascinate actually getting the first pick there onto Miku. So for the blue squad, This is a pretty standard push through to the corner. The red team will respond in kind, but FGVR is staying still on the low ground, and that's a little mistake there from the red team. FGVR should have committed with Arctaniel, or Arctaniel should have stayed with FGVR. You can't half-ass your tank line like that. Passing it now, going for some right clicks. Blue team gonna go for the push, and here comes Calamtus from the backline. Meets Redux, gets the switch strike on in after the kill, but the Ouija Hunter will chase him down and take him down. Tamura, FGVR, as well as Miku staying on the high ground, pocketing up that Orisa. But the red team still not having any kind of progress in the contest on the payload. Miku now forced to use the fade, and finally the red team gonna drop on down. You can still contest it from the high ground, I believe, in that spot. FGVR though, getting a kill onto one, fascinating, popping the Gulag, pushing the red team to the corner. Sleep Dart connecting from the Ana of Tamura, and there's the Nano Boost available as well, but the red team now trying to turn things around. Calamity is gonna whip out the blade as well. We'll get Redux and Fascinate carving up the Roadhog in that fight. Yummy bomb. What's yummy? Oh, so EG Hunter eating up the bomb there from Dinks. Oh, good play there, but it still didn't work out in their favor. The red squad still able to push with the blade from Calamitous. And a good supercharge as well from FGVR, just boosting up all that additional damage. Fine. OG Hunter now getting hooked on out Dinks as well, so the two Roadhogs trading blows for the time being. Sleep Dart connecting onto Arctaniel to cancel out the Whole Hog. A good play from Yumi, and Nano Boost now is available, but Fascinate still will fall. And this isn't a entry point that the blue team wants to go through. The red squad is already set up with the Orisa with the Roadhog. Here comes the red team, Arctaniel setting up, and FGVR following suit. The Orisa being very brave in this fight, and we'll get to take down onto Vital. OG Hunter now gonna get the mech, will get taken down, and another unsuccessful push here from the blue squad. They should just back out and not use any ultimates. Fascinate though taking a nap. Can the Moira heal up the Roadhog? Yes, he can. So basically, the blue squad's attack hasn't been successful due to the fact that they don't have any payload presence to begin with. They had some initial picks a while ago thanks to the mistakes there from the red team, but eventually the red squad able to cascade with their ultimates, and now they're trying to just bring back the ult economy in a more favorable position for them. So far, the blue squad has been holding their ults. They should have all of their ultimates available into the next fight. And the real question is, how will they start things off? Because there's the hook right now from Fascinate, meeting Arctaniel, both of them vaping it out. And the blue squad still stuck by the cavern. On the other hand, there you go. There's the hook on to Fascinate. There's the takedown from Arctaniel. OG Hunter a little too late to respond with the defense magic, so another staggered push here. Calamity can whip out the blade, gets stunned up, almost gets taken down, but will stay alive thanks to the efforts of his supports. Redux though will get that takedown. And this is the blue squad having to reset yet again. Really unfortunate timings here from the blue team. The red team already pushing all the way inside to the diner area. On the other hand, for the blue squad, they might be able to make a play with the nano boost, with maybe the bomb or the visor. So Vital now getting in position, gets the boost from Yumi, looking for a target, gets Miku first and foremost. The Ana just hiding behind the rock, and Vital hasn't learned his lesson. He doesn't want to go there. Calamitous on the other hand onto the top part, getting the switch strikes. Arctaniel still ready with the Hulhog. There's the hook right now, bringing Vital along for a ride. The Hulhog is popped, gets hooked up, gets taken down. Ouija Hunter with that takedown. Para with the Coalescence as well, meets Calamitous. And here's the tactical visor now from Dinks. The red team trying to turn things around, but the Hulhog and Sleep Dart, they're connecting onto the Soldier 76, turning off the tactical visor in that fight. Self-destruct right now from Ouija Hunter into the sky, gets rid of the Soldier 76. FGVR out in front, gets a Sleep Dart to his name. Tomorrow trying to go for the heals, but will hobble on out instead. Arctaniel now meeting a Ouija Hunter, and the Diva and the Roadhog having a quick little glance at each other before the blue team finishing up the first checkpoint. And here's a Coalescence right now from the side of Miku. So for the red team, they're still trying to keep this up with their defense. They're just still trying to defend in this initial area of the second point. But I feel like the Coalescence there will end up being wasted. No one really capitalizing on it. And the red squad will just respond by switching up their lineup instead. Gonna go for the Reinhardt and the Zarya. A little more stable in the face of the Roadhog Diva for the blue team. Red team go close to the Nano Blade. There's the hook and the takedown. Fascinate this time, showing it how it's done. And this is the blue team taking control with these staggers. The payload has been pushed by an AFK Moira, to be honest. And for the blue squad, they're just really taking control with the fact that the red team too chaotic right now in trying to reset. The Reinhardt and the Brigitte now finally getting into position to try and shield up their team. Calamitous getting the blade and getting the nano boost as well. Now whips out, gets the swing of things onto Para. Will be Fascinate next to take a breather there, keeping him alive. But for the red squad, still finally finishing up the snowball push from the blue team. 2 minutes remaining here for the blue team, and really the staggers going both ways. The staggers haven't been good for either team because it's always been these chase downs in different parts of the map. It's always been these snowball pushes from both sides. And finally the red team does get the Genji killed. But Fascinate having to lose 2 members in that fight. Not really the best one here for the blue squad. In the meantime, the Roadhog gonna go up on top and might try to go for a flank play. On the other hand, Vital staying onto the right hand side, Yuumi going for the heals as well. Half a minute remaining, the red team staying onto the payload. The real question is, can the red team actually still defend this? Because with the red squad's defense, they do have the Graviton as well as the blade. Calamitous now gonna whip it out, but Vital will point and click onto him. Vital now does get 2. Archdaniel with the counter kill, Dinks as well with the attack visor. There's a big bomb from Ouija Hunter. Graviton surge onto the right hand side, gets absolutely nothing, and Fascinate eventually gets onto the point. Miku though, keeping the pressure on, pops the rally, hook does not connect, and the red team now stuck into the corner. Archdaniel and Miku still working together, but the Zarya now being focused down, gets away from the Brigitte, no more healing going his way. The repair pack too late, and Archdaniel will fall to the hands of Fascinate. On the other hand, the blue team now gonna go for the push. Here comes the red squad meeting them from the second floor. Hook doesn't connect, but still Dinks trying to get some pot shots. Timura on the other hand into the backline, needs to heal up Dinks, and the Soldier 76 back into the fight. Oh, Miku really low, might be the buy grenade here, and the other hand Vital still on the high ground, so the 2 Soldier 76s getting their shots out, and Vital gets a blow up onto Dinks instead. Miku now the next target, the Brigitte adjusting, and here's the nano boost now onto FCVR. He's going for a swing or two, gets OEG Hunter, gets the D-Mech, and will get the Baby Diva into the next fight. No, the Baby Diva getting away, but still the blue squad at a terrible disadvantage. Fascinate gets a buy grenade. Can anyone else make it to the payload? Nope, that's to be a takedown onto the Roadhog, and red team will take Route 66, 3-1. Yeah. Okay.
Play of the game.
I've got you in my sights.
Okay. That was a play. Will bring their team to victory. For the blue squad, they're gonna be having this Soldier 76 again. I really don't understand why people still try to force the soldier. I don't know. For me, I'm a soldier hater, I guess. Like, I feel like the soldier is just so outclassed by so many heroes in so many situations, and even the ultimate isn't the best one. But then again, it's better than Deadeye, so it is what it is. So Calamitous now gonna dive into the middle line, will get punished immediately by the pressure from the blue squad. On the other hand, Timura leading the charge with the Reinhardt. Fascinate on the Zarya as well, has something to prove against Yuumi, I believe, who is on the Brigitte, swinging away, gets rid of Dinks, misses the whip shot, however, needs to put up the shield before gets poisoned. And Dink is like, that's a brig. That's a brig there from Yuumi. So this initial control here going the way of the blue team, and wisely they go for the push, trying to take advantage and try to get a pick or two. But with the composition, not really the best to overextend like this. They should be in closer clusters. They can be in really tight corners and situations where the hammer and the mace can do the maximum amount of damage. There's the shield bash now onto the Winston, and Billy getting taken down as well by Timura. This is a really bad comp here for the red squad right now. They're gonna struggle pretty hard against that Brigitte here from Yuumi, and now she's gonna pop the rally. So the blue team having the advantage again. Calamitous on the other hand gonna go for the grapple hook to get rid of the armor, but the blue squad will take this to the limit. Pile driver now into the middle line. Timura missing the charge. Yumi missing the shield bash as well. And here comes Billy into the backline. Tracer trying to get a shot or two. Gets a whip shot for his troubles instead. And look at this. Vital and the Ouija Hunter putting the pressure on with the guns. The squad now meeting the red team with the Graviton Surge again. Another successful defense here by the blue team. Really, in every corner of the entranceway for the red squad, the blue team has been meeting them so easily. This time though, Billy trying to be sneaky, meets a Ouija Hunter, gets the one clip. No, only half HP there onto Ouija Hunter before the reaction. The red team now finally making the space they need to actually push on in, but the Ouija Hunter with a kill onto one. Here's the EMP from Daks as well as the mines from Calamitous. Pile driver connecting, getting a blow up onto both Yumi and Timura. But the Reinhardt and the Brigitte is still holding position. The Earth Shatter is available. Timura gonna go for the charge. Gets Miku out of nowhere. The Brigitte did not expect that at all. Here's the attack visor now with the Nano Boost. And the blue squad in heavy control of this. Daks has switched over to the Junkrat. But he knows this map is over. A Ouija Hunter with another kill. Billy still staying into the back line. And for now, the Tracer just being as pesky as he can. As they're getting the Bio Grenade, finally gets a takedown there. And the blue squad, 100-0. Really quick there. Really quick, to say the least.
Gale the Mahal. Score
Allah.
1-0.
YouTube? Okay. Video? What video? May gusto mag-tank heal ako. I like how he's just chatting that to everyone to swap some roles. There you go. Get the role swap there for the red team. And honestly, the red team should have a good spot at this. They can actually win this out if you know they get the second support. Interesting, but you but still staying on the Rhine. I thought he wanted to go for the healer instead. On the other hand, for the blue team, still staying on with the Brigitte, and Yumi, of course, gonna be leading the charge again. I somehow been Brig. Yeah, the Brig showed up at the last moment. Billy now having to back one out in the mismatch there between the two teams. On the other hand, the blue squad into the middle line. Here's the charge from Timura. Gets a pin onto the opposing Reinhardt. Counter charge in from Bayubot. And the blue squad now all over the point. But the red team just bouncing them around. Look at this Calamitous into the middle. Shoots himself into the hole. Here's the charge now. Timura gets Para out of nowhere. The Moira, unfortunately, getting into the crossfire. Timura now with two. Good charge there from Bayubot, but it's not enough. And really, the red team needs to switch out either Miku or Bayubot right now. Because they are not going to get much done with this triple tank composition. You don't need the Rhine. You don't need the Rhine, my friends, in a situation like this. You can actually go for something like a Wrecking Ball Winston to do the damage that needs to be done. Pile driver now, as well as the mines here from Calamitous. Oh, Fascinate caught out in a lot of them. Almost gets blown up immediately. Calamitous does get two, however. A good setup there from the Wrecking Ball. And here's the rally now from Yumi. Shatter connecting with the Nano Boost as well. Doing a lot of damage there onto Miku as well as Bayu. But the blue squad able to turn things around as Calamitous is going to take a nap down below. A team kill going their way. I love that effort there from the blue squad. And let's just watch that one again. It was a good engagement from Calamitous, getting two at the start, but look at that Earth Shatter there from Timura. Easy kills going their way. Here's a Graviton Surge right now, as well as a Coalescence from the opposite side. Shatter connecting now from Bayubut, but Tactical Visor in his face. Vital looking for the targets, just locking on to the weak spots here from the red squad. But won't get enough. A Fire Strike now being tossed out by Bayubut this time. And then on the other hand, Daks just lobbing grenades to the left hand side. These things though, gonna go for the push, still staying on the Junkrat. Interesting that he's playing the Junkrat instead of the Brigitte instead, but Bayubut not gonna go for the charge. Timura catches Calamitous. Timura has been an absolute magnet in this fight. Miku though, going for the hook, will get the takedown on Timura, popping the Who Hog to go for the animation cancel, bouncing Yumi around. Vital to the wall as well, and just his corpse sliding on upwards. So the red squad finally getting the point. Yumi gonna go for the contest, but the Brigitte Just the one-man, one-woman army here might not work out in their favor. No, it does! Because Timora comes on out, puts a shatter, completely whiffed, but the nano boost there onto Fascinate to make him do a lot of damage because he has 100 energy to his name. Grabbing the Surge is available as well, so the blue squad now gonna go for the push and getting the point on back. Wow, Yuumi just putting the pressure on. Billy does get the stick onto Yuumi. Here's the Graviton Surge, however. The mines are placed to try and keep them protected, but Timora, having no fear, gets the charge onto the two tanks. The red team can't even make it to the end anymore. Billy gets taken down. Unfortunate here for the red team, because there's no way they can get back to the point at this rate.
Victory.
That was a game. The blue team taking it a lot. The Brigitte, really, the Brigitte, just such a good pick in a situation like this. The more getting play of the game with the Reinhardt too. Was this the shatter? Yeah, this was the shatter. So a nano boosted Ryan going for some swings. There's the takedown on 3, make that 4. And you know, that was a game. Timora now leading the charge, has been getting all those charges connecting onto the opposite side. Calamitous will meet him, and be the two Reinhardts now gonna deal with each other. But here comes the wrecking ball from Daks to try and initiate. A strike there from Billy as well. There a pin onto Timora, counter pin onto Calamitous, and the bio grenade there from Diana of Aster, just putting in work even after his death. So the blue squad now with the advantage. Trooper dropping on down, Arctano with a turret kill as well, setting up onto the left hand side. Is it gonna be the blue team now with the initial capture of the point? A good start. A good starting point. A starting clash there going their way thanks to the counterplay from Aster. Really, the bio grenade just doing so much of a difference in that engagement so far. Really, the Ana fight has been one to watch in these scrims. But anyway, Trooper, nope, Timora rather, gonna go for the charge. This time doesn't get any. Earth Shatter is available, but Timora caught on out by Calamitous instead. It looks like the red team has Timora's number, has figured out how he plays the Reinhardt, and now another kill going the way of the red squad. Arctano though, with the counter kill onto Redux into the middle line. The overload finally wearing off, and the red team now all over the point, getting the capture on back, and they're gonna go for the dive to the backline. Trooper brought along by Calamitous. Things taking a nap there from Aster, but still Timora, Aster, and Fascinate trying to stay in a position away from the point, and Para will take note and take advantage of it. Does get 2. So far so good now for the red team. Things don't need to get healed up by grenades from Aster, have been pretty huge so far. And on the other hand, Redux up in the air, gets a meteor strike rather onto Arctania. Coalescence there as well, gets countered immediately by Trooper, does get 2, popping them heads. Bayubat this time with his own bio grenade. And for the first time, the blue squad is looking down on the red team, because this is going to be the red team still staying on to the point. Timora though, gonna try and go for the charge again, gets absolutely nothing. Calamitous on the other hand with the Nanomoose, grips it as well, dinks onto the floor, self-destruct into the middle line, just blows up the Genji as well as the Baby Diva. So for the blue squad, finally getting 2 picks, Para onto the point, tossing out the Bio Orb. Yuumi doesn't eat it, and the Bio Orb goes flying into the distance as the Moira falls to the ground. So for the blue squad, getting the flip on back thanks to the shatter there from Timora. So if Timora misses the charge, at least there's a shatter to the backline. Fascinate on the other hand, tossing out the pulse bomb, doesn't get too much in that fight as well. And in the meantime, the red squad gonna try and go through the Arctaniel infested field with that multi-guard. A transcendence this time from Trooper, healing up the Torbjorn in this fight as finally the blade comes on out. Billy going for a swing, maybe wants to go for the Ana first. Timora and Aster do die. Trooper will be next, and now 3 kills going the way of the red team. Earth Shatter there as well from Calamitous, putting Yuumi to the floor. And the red squad getting the flip on back again. Good play there from the red team. And let's just watch that one again. So Billy there going for a swing, going for some sword strikes, and just a shatter there, getting the last 3 members. A good setup from Calamitous. And the red squad right now evening it out in Mecha base. On the other hand, the blue team gonna stay on to the top right again. Arctano sending up the turret, and here's the coalescence from Para to start things off. And honestly, the Moira popping it a little too early. Calamitous on the other hand going for the charge, gets Trooper, self-destruct into the sky, gets absolutely nothing. But for the red team, they do have the advantage. They have been getting these picks so far. Redux now gonna go for the punch. Meteor Strike is available, can go on to the point. The red team now into the middle line. Aster just being bounced around this time as Yuumi is completely ignored in that fight. a good stagger there, to be honest. Getting rid of the Baby Diva in that situation after the potent members of the blue squad. Arctaniel now having to hop on out, put up the turret. But can anyone capitalize as we have the shatter to put Fascinate to the ground? Counter shatter from Tamora all the way from the top rope, but the meteor strike from the skylines. This is gonna be the blue team now with the Nano Boosted Diva as their last hurrah. Can Yumi get a blow up here with the self-destruct? No, the Baby Diva dies immediately, and Yumi gets 3 at the end, but I feel like it might be too late. Yes, it is. I would need more hype if someone else was nearby from the blue team, but Yumi getting 3 at the end is okay. Calamitous didn't really care to defend his team. He just stood there and took it. But for now, the blue squad on the back foot. They did lose the initial fight in that one. Hopefully, we can see them move on to Sanctuary. But in this one, they might go for a Torbjorn again. Arctaniel still staying onto it. On the other hand, for the red team, we have a Fara Mercy between Billy and Bayu. But the B&B boys gonna go on to the streets after a great karaoke session here. This karaoke place has this one big room. It's like the VIP room and like some small ones. But anyway, for the blue team, we're gonna try to get into position. The red and the blue team now meeting at the theater. On the other hand, there's the jump from Billy with the thrusters. Yumi gonna go to the second floor. Trooper being bounced around but still stays alive thanks to the efforts there of Aster, who gets a fire grenade onto Redux. Billy now down to the ground. Interesting, the Pharah is playing this low below. And Yumi now gonna charge on in. 3 more kills going their way. Calamitous on the other hand with the charge as well brings Arctaniel along. But this is Fascinate just being a pesky mosquito, putting a hamper onto the pants of Calamitous. D-Mech there onto Dinks as well. So the blue squad should get the initial capture. Aster still falling to the Baby Diva, but still won't be enough. Oh, Calamitous will go for the charge of things. Almost falls into the train tracks. Gets a pulse bomb to his name. Redux this time gonna flip over. Yumi gonna drop on down. And the blue team, their chances now lowering to get this initial capture. But Bayu, caught in a bad spot, will get taken out. No more healing here for the red squad. And this is gonna be the blue team getting the initial capture of the point. Calamitous still staying up on top. Might go for the pressure play here. Dropping on down. Goes for the charge. No, it's a little too late. So anyway, with the blue team with the initial capture of the point, or the initial foundation here, they're gonna allow Arctaniel to set up the turret. But interesting, the turret is not in a spot where it can actually shoot upwards to the Pharah. Billy getting free reign to get these kills. Tamora on the other hand with the fire strike on the Pharah. And now Billy going into the line of sight of the turret. He has to fly on out, stay alive. No, Arctaniel meets him and gives him a face full of lead instead. For the blue team, they do have 3 ultimates, but their healers aren't in the proper position. Aster still trying to get back into the fight. Trooper all the way in the backline as well. Thanks for the follow there. Fallen Gaming. Calamitous though with the charge this time. And this is going to be the red team getting in position again. Calamitous gonna be into the middle line. Dinks on the other hand will meet a self-destruct all the way from downtown from Yumi. It gets absolutely nothing. Did get a little damage onto Dinks however, and Pharah now with her own coalescence. Self-destruct into the air. Calamitous going for the shatter combination, but no, they're stuck inside, and the self-destruct didn't have line of sight. Yumi with the nano boost gonna push on to Pharah. The blue team now with the advantage. A rocket barrage there from Billy immediately shut down. But in the red squad, just having such a hard time in this. The blue team look like in complete control so far. And for the meantime, the blue squad just chilling onto the side. Arctaniel just thinking, what do I do? What do I do now? Where do I put the turret? He can actually toss up the turret here, up on top, to maybe put a hamper of things onto the Pharah. Aster though, playing a sniper role, gets rid of the Rocketeer. Calamitous now gonna drop one down. There's the charge connecting onto UV, and the Molten Core now all over the point, just melting everyone who steps on. Redux though, with that Widowmaker, and just getting the sight line. It's gonna be a duel between Fascinate and Redux. There's the takedown. The red team onto the point. Redux now gets 2. Arctaniel though, ready to drop on down, meets the Widowmaker, gets a shot to his face, and another kill. But the turret now is up and about, getting some shots there onto the Widow. And finally, the red team get the point. That was a clutch play there from Redux, just getting the last few ticks of damage onto the opposite team. On the other hand, the blue team gonna push on in. Timora meeting Calamitas for the umpteenth time. Trooper though, sniping out Billy again. As for you, but now gonna drop on down, losing the Pharah in that fight. Here's the charge now, bringing Yumi along for a ride, booping Fascinate as well. Can Fascinate even make it? As Archdaniel now gets a demon onto Dinks. Infrasight now has been popped. And can Archdaniel actually make this turret count? Because here now, applying pressure onto Calamitas, but Yubad will be target as well. A Nano Boost though onto the opposite side of the red squad. Look at this, Timora just showing up, showing to work, glowing, absolutely glistening. Does get some kills thanks to Archdaniel. This is the blue team now, winning out the city area of Busan.
Score 1.
Score 1-1. Gonna move on into the last part. We'll see who will take the win here on Sanctuary. Sanctuary, a pretty traditional map compared to the other ones. A little more close to like Hanamura, a little more close to Leos, to be honest. But anyway, we'll see. We'll actually take the win here on Busan. This last map will be the decider. And finally, they do switch out the Torbjorn for Tracer. Archdaniel might want to go for a flank play, and will do so with the speedy hero. Interesting though that the blue team is gonna run this Reinhardt D.Va combination. On the other hand, the red squad has committed to a dive with the Pharah support in from the sky. So for Calamitas, Dinks, and Redux, they're gonna probably work together. On the other hand, Billy and Pharah gonna have their own game. Fascinate though, shooting down Billy. In that initial volley, the blue team gonna go meet them onto the right hand side, which will be strong for the Reinhardt. Does get the pin onto Dinks, Discord Orb onto play as well, but no, Timora getting punished for going at it alone. And this is now the opportunity for the red team to go for the dive. Aster being bounced around, getting healed up by the Soldier 76. So good placement from the biofield there from Fascinate. Pharah on the other hand has to hop on out. Dinks really low. And this is just going to be the Mercy pocketing up the Baby Diva to try and get the mech on back. With the blue squad still having this enormous pressure on the point, the red team in a single file. Billy has switched over to the McCree, getting some shots. Fascinate though with attack visor already getting two, and Redux will give him the sidewinder shots. So for the blue squad, they do still have control of this. Pulse bomb eaten up there by Yumi, and Timora swoops on by, gets a swing onto Redux, the Tracer losing his head in the process. The blue team though, now looking for an opportunity to maybe get the sidelines here onto the oncoming red squad. They don't know this. They don't see Timora just hiding the barrier there. Finally, Dink spots the big ass shield. Calamitas is ready to go for the jump, but Yuba though will pop the Coalescence. Timora on the other hand getting the pin onto Yuba Tetsu. Tanks now dueling, 2 more kills going the way of the blue squad. Timora caught out again, sums the drop into the side, gets absolutely nothing for the value that it has. So for the blue squad, they are still able to hold on to this. Maybe there's no self-destruct there. Does get rid of Fascinate. Troop forced pop the Transcendence as well to keep alive. And now we'll go for Redux next. The Tracer just walking a straight path will get taken down. Dinks gets the scored up as well. Yumi on the other hand, another last stand here for the Nano boosted Diva, whooping around the Moira of Bayubad, and here comes the Valkyrie from Pharah. So the red team is trying to get into position, but Timora puts a stop to this with the Earth Shatter. They can't get to the point yet, but look at this, another pick going their way. Billy with a shot has the Deadeye available, and finally the red squad with the flip onto the point. So in that engagement, eventually the blue team just getting whittled down. Just the Valkyrie, they're turning tides in their favor. Trooper overcommitting, will get taken down. Timora loses the charge at the last moment, and now will be met by a Deadeye. Has to keep the barrier on up, and he breaks the barrier so quickly. Fascinate on the other hand, getting some consistent shots, working really hard to actually get the damage done. Here's the Attack Advisor now, and Calamitas will respond with the Primal Rage. On the other hand, we have Coalescence here from the side of Bayu, but self-destruct into the air will lead to a kill. Yes, it does. Yumi standing there, standing still, getting a flashbang, does get to. The Diva now getting into the point area once again. And this is going to be the red team forced on out. Pulse bomb connecting onto the Reinhardt, and there's the dive on in from the opposing Diva, but Dinks not getting the takedown. Fascinate actually whittling down Pharah in the process, and this is going to be blue team with a pretty easy flip. 90% right now for the blue squad. They will have to defend one more time because the red team in position. Billy trying to get a sight line here. Aster looking for a sleep dart play, but Calamitous will go for the suicide charge. Shatter is there as well to take down McCree. Can Redux get back onto the point? Blinks on it, trying to get the damage done. We have the recall as well. Self-destruct here from Daks. Will it land in time? No! The Transcendence from Trooper blocking its line of sight. A solid effort there from the Zenyatta. And the blue squad now getting those last 2 picks. Can they get back into the fight? No! Gets DMEC off the point. And the blue team will take it 2-1. Flip game there, going to tomorrow with Reinhardt again. Aiden Sadness. Damn, dude, just those swings. Those swings, though. But anyway, for the blue team, we do have Timora here gonna be starting things off with the Rhine again. And Trooper will be on the Mercy. Security guard, oh gaga. Trooper will be on the Mercy, that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. On the other hand, here for the Red Squad, Rotterfalk will be out in front. Calamitous though, trying to do some damage onto Billy. Billy getting the snipe instead. This is gonna be red team now, gonna go for the push, gonna go for the grapple as well. Here's the charge right now, and Rotterfalk going for a ride. Oh, Timura missing the charge this time, so probably lost all his powers of magnetism in the last one. For the red team though, they are gonna get a foothold onto the plaza, and now they have a myriad of opportunities to actually go into this fight. Calamitous forcing Billy to drop on down, getting the high ground, and the Doofus now can just go for the charge this time. Size exam, nope, doesn't go for it. Uppercut instead onto Natsukashi. Timura getting the pin onto Niger. The Zenyatta getting caught out in this fight. Fascinate now gonna dive on in, and this is gonna be the blue team now with the advantage. Natsukashi though gets a blade. Will it be potent enough to get the kills here for the red team? No. Timura and Trooper just doing enough damage. This is gonna be the blue squad with the initial hold here. A good effort there from the red team, even whipping out the Dragon Blade in the fight. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Ah, may static ba? Is there a static sound? Oh, you go bzz, bzz, bzz.
Let's get you back out there.
Dragon Blade right now comes on out there. Fascinate this time, cleaving the way for the blue team. Does get to. Nga, tayo natakot ako. Tinakinggan ko yung voice meter ko. Fascinate even going for the swift strike all the way to the river. So another successful hold here for the blue team.
My ultimate is charging.
So the blue squad's defense has been really centered onto this plaza. A lot of disruption play from Calamitous, allowing Fascinate to get some free shots, to get the blades on more or less quickly. On the other hand, the red team still trying to go through to the center, just keeping up with the payload, using that extra healing to their advantage. But still, the red squad has been in a pretty bad spot. Niger though getting a snipe on out. Rotterfalk with the shatter as well. And here's the trance right now from Niger to save up his Reinhardt. The red squad on the other hand has to contend with the self-destruct. No, Billy meets it and gets blown up by Yumi instead. J28 down with the res. Billy back into the fight. Timura in the backline gets the shatter onto Redux. Fire Strike is there to singe up the Hanzo. And the blue team apparently getting the successful hold again. So far so good here from the blue squad. They're gonna hop up on top again. Fascinate as well as Yumi. Just working really well together. I wonder why. What's with their chemistry in the first place. But these two just going at it really well. Like, I like how Yumi and Fascinate dive together. The defense matrix always on point. Trooper now ready with the Valkyrie. Will be met by Natsukashi and the Blade. But Natsukashi again with a pretty questionable Blade. Not really in the right timing. Could use it when J22 is ready. Nando Boost right now going the way of Timura. 3 more kills onto that defense. Redux has switched over to the Reaper and just floating around the reception area trying to stay alive. But look at this, Trooper, who just really playing his namesake, will just shoot at the Reaper in that fight. So the blue squad right now close to a full successful hold. They will have the Blade and they will have the Shatter to start things off. On the other hand, Billy has already popped the info sight, looking for an opportunity to get a snipe on the Trooper before the fight even starts. In the moment a support falls on the defensive side, that's the opportunity for the red team to go on the attack. On the other hand, Calamitous is being pesky, gets J22 instead, and things look dire here for the red team. A 1-for-1 trade. Oh no, Billy gets a shot on the Trooper, and this is an opportunity here. So fascinating. Now whips out the blade, wants to go for Billy first, gets the takedown. Here comes the Reinhardt, the completely missing the shatter, and Fascinate showing everyone his DPS prowess. Timora bring Redux into the river, but in the meantime, we still see a contest. Not Sakashi hiding, trying to be sneaky with that Zarya, gets a pile driver to his name to help him out. And the meteor strike this time, there's a self-destruct as well. J22 has to hide onto the opposite side, and the wrecking ball still staying alive, just being bounced around. Pile driver is there, but doesn't boop up Yumi. Can the blue team actually hold on to this? Because Neogear is charging up that Transcendence. No, there's the takedown already. Pretty smart stuff there from the blue squad to go for the support first. Next, here is the Winston, and he gets beaten back to the tree instead. So no score there for the red team, and the blue squad now in pretty commanding lead. The payload, I think the payload is around here. I'm actually not sure where it stopped, but this looks pretty bad here for the defending side. They might have to play something a little slower. Maybe try to go for a Torbjorn contest. Maybe even go for a Bastion. But to be honest, I'd rather see them play standard. I'd rather see them go for a Farmers with the Widowmaker. Tried and tested build here on Rialto defense. On the other hand, Blue Squad has a lot of time to just stick around. They'll get half of the payload progress by that initial part, and then just try to figure out what they're gonna do. So yeah, the payload by the tree, the only tree left here on the plaza, the giving tree apparently. Don't worry guys, there are a lot of trees around the map. There's like 5 there, and yeah, so there are 5 trees, and there are three ferns, and a bunch of ferns. So you know, go green, go green. The retribution area behind this, and those are all the trees. It's kind of sad, but anyway. In the museum area, there's also the back part that you can't access anymore because of the retribution stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's go into the game. I miss the retribution parts. Like, I wish there's a way to secretly unlock it. As Fascinate right now, getting the initial frag already onto Rotterfalk. Gets trapped up. Is the concussive mine available? Yes, but no, Rotterfalk is dead. Could have gotten the kill there on the Widow if he didn't get sniped up in the first place. Calamitous on the other hand, they go to the left hand side, gets a smash onto Neogear, goes for a punch onto J22, and the Roadhog just carved on up really easily. On the other hand, Billy, playing the offensive defense Widowmaker. Gonna go to that side, meets Fascinate, but the machine gun as well as the Doomfist pressure taking its toll in that fight. The Blue Squad right now close to the end. The red team using the Junkrat, Lucio, and Hanzo to keep the pressure on. But look at this, Calamitous gonna dive on up J22 this time with the Wrecking Ball, and there's the charge from Timora. But Fascinate getting free reign, gets a headshot onto Rotterfalk. The shatter is pretty far away for Timora, so can't really make a play here. On the other hand, here's the Widowmaker, and Billy gets a snipe on out. Trooper gonna whip out the pistol as well, and the Mercy just being into the fight, wants to go for Natsukaashi, gets sniped on up instead, using that passive heal to stay alive, but no, Billy still gets a snipe. Infrasight now is available, and finally Yumi will take the fight to Billy. The Blue Squad, good dive there. Rotterfalk on the other hand, switching over to the D.Va, staying on to the point, gets a meter strike, pile driver in response from J22 to try and get the bounce, but here comes the nano boosted D.Va again into the fight. Self-destruct is available, and they want to go for the push as J22 has to back on up. Needs to get healed by Neogear. Self-destruct into the middle line, and the Wrecking Ball just gets caught in the crossfire. This is blue team with half of the red team dead. An easy capture at the end. Damn, dude. Blue team, quick and easy is their motto apparently.
Play of the game.
Play of the game, they're going to Fascinate with the Genji. And this was a pretty solid play. Got the blade on out at the backline. I went for the Widow first, which is pretty smart. Honestly, a whiff there from Rotterfalk, however, is making it was a sad reacts only kind of thing. Anyway, So first Calamitous is gonna be on his Doomfist already. Just trying to go for some rollouts. Nope, he's not gonna make it there this time. Bar gonna be on the Mercy, Trooper on the Widowmaker, Yumi on the Diva, Fasting from Diana, and Nora on the Reinhardt. So the blue team gonna congregate to the center side. On the other hand, the red team gonna go fast and furious with Lucio. But Rotterfak the first to fall already. Dinks on the other hand staying with that Wrecking Ball and just going for the bowling play. But notice the snipes from Trooper putting some pressure on to Redux to actually get the counter kill. And the blue team now gonna rotate to the right hand side. On the other hand, the red team trying to get the capture. Timora on the other hand just being the presence here with the contest. Science of Sam is there. And the Nano Boost already on Timora, making him a spooky Spectre in this fight. The red team now with a pickup onto one. A pin connecting though onto J22. Natsukashi back onto the floor. And Trooper still trying to get a sniper too, but really not the best spot to run the Widowmaker when the red team is that close to the fight. So the red squad gonna be able to get the first capture. I'm back. Swap win! You're back and we're still going. You're back, we're still going. All is right in the world. The red team right now ready with the grab as well as the Deadeye, and Billy playing this very offensively, really overextending in this fight, and Trooper will punish them. But still the spawn advantage in the favor of the red squad. The blue team now staying up in the castle, trying to defend this just like Minis turret. But in the end, can the red squad actually penetrate this? Because the payload now moving to the gate. The blue team can contest it. They do have the Reinhardt and the Brigitte. It all depends on how Timora and Fascinate will play this. Interesting to note though that Fascinate staying above and Timora down below. Just needs to see the assistance here from the Squire, but no, Rotterfak will get a takedown. Dinks with the mind kills as well. And if the blue team doesn't commit onto an identity, onto a position, they're gonna fall one by one. That's what happened right there. The mines coming out from Dinks as well to displace them pretty well. So for the red team, oh, a Deadeye from Redux in the backline. But for the red team, this has been a solid engagement from them. Really been working out in their favor. On the other hand, Calamitous into the backline again. Goes for the neutral strike. Size from them onto the payload. Gets stunned up and gets taken down by Natsukashi. Bakit online yung mga account ko? As the red squad right now gonna go back to the payload again. Can no aim people join like me? Anyone can join. Bakit? No, we never have restriction naman in the first place. Timora not good for the charge. Goodbye, Timora. That was a charge right there. Redux getting a snipe as well. J22 not falling down this time, and the red squad just going with the payload. Payload self-destruct now into the sky. Leads the kill. Yes, Redux gets blown up in this fight, and here comes the Dragon Blade onto the backline. Rotterfak going for a carve, but this time there is gonna be no turkey. The red squad now with 2 more picks. We have the Brigitte and the Reinhardt in, and the second checkpoint already taken by the red team. So far so good by Tim. 5 minutes onto the time bank as well. Billy on the other hand leading the charge again. Really, this Zarya has been so offensive. Has been punished by it once, but overall the red team capitalizing on the aggression here from their tank line. Trooper now forced to back on out, and his picks haven't really been the best. Like the fact that it's not the fact that Trooper isn't getting any value out of these hero picks, but his hero could be picking something a little stronger in the mid-range. Redux now gonna pop the Deadeye, and here comes Trooper with the tactical advantage, but Soundbar still decaying. Trooper now getting killed onto one, make that 2, Natsukashi getting killed, and here comes J22, might cross to meet Fascinate. Lucio just hiding. Look at this, Lucio just going for the juke play, but J20 now really low, gets taken out by Trooper. The blue team into the middle line. Rotterfak has switched over to the Sombra, might go for a hack or two, and Calamitous doesn't know this. He gets hacked on up and will get taken down. That's how you counter a Doomfist. That's extremely pesky. You go for the Bride of Frankenstein. Is very cool. But anyway, the red squad right now looking for the opportunity to penetrate the defenses of the blue team. The castle team's not impenetrable due to the fact that the Zomnik's not getting in, and the red team struggling to get in the first place. Finally, 2 picks going their way. Rally has been popped. Calamitous again gonna go into the backline, gets his rocket punch as well as a neutral strike this time. Before the blue squad, the disruption here from the Doomfist really has been a factor, forcing the red team to look in all directions except the one in the front. So with that inset, the blue team easily getting some pot shots instead. For the blue team though, they do have 1 ultimate available. They have the tactical visor. Oh, they get the transcendence as well. So the red squad right now trying to get in position again. Due to the fact payload by the corner, they need to take control of the initial engagement area before they can actually get some progress. Dink's gonna pop the mines, and Yuumi will respond with the Transcendence. A pretty good counterplay there from Yuumi, but might regret it in the end. Because the Gravity Surge is available here for Billy. No! The Shatter connecting. Timura gonna go for the charge. Finally gets a takedown onto the Zarya, and the Red Squad forced to back off. Again, the blue team with a successful defense there, thanks to the shatter from Timura. If Billy got that Graviton Surge, that would have been an easy win for the Red Squad. Rotterfalk could charge up the EMP, pop it within that fight, and the Deadeye in the background. Just go for a team wipe. But anyway, the red team might want to go for that similar kind of defense. Ooh, ING. Sup, ING? Nice shatter. That was a good shatter right there. Here's the Deadeye right now from Redux to start things off. We have the rally as well. Sound barrier even. And oh, the EMP at the last moment does get to a Graviton Surge onto Fascinate as well, putting the Brigitte to shame to the wall and almost gets taken down. There you go. The rally, a little too late. Yuumi gonna pop the chance to go for the 6-second delay. Healing up Calamity as well. No, it's not gonna make it. Yuumi has to run over his mines. Doesn't do so. Para into the air. The red team right now capitalizing with the mine placement from Daks. Timura going for the swing of things as well. Gets a fire strike on the Redux. But can the Red Squad still stay on to this? No on the payload right now. Fascinate almost shield bashing into those mines. And the Blue Squad using the close quarter nature of the defense to their advantage. Billy now coming out from the throne. Here comes the Deadeye from Calamitas as well. Doesn't get too much, but does some damage onto the oncoming red team. So far so good for the Blue Squad. They are able to defend it at the end. It was very risky there. The Sombra getting caught out as well. They were too confident. They were too confident in that initial fight. They didn't know that Rotterfalk had the EMP available, but they should have assumed it's been taking a while for the Sombra to actually get it. And by that time, could just pop the Q. On the other hand, the Red Squad could have comboed up with the grab instead of using the Deadeye a lot earlier. So it just wasn't as potent as it could be. Now, 1-for-1 trade between the two teams. Billy out in front again. Meeting Trooper has to back on that, and this will be very aggression from the Soldier 76. Gets punished immediately by Dinks and the concussive mine. On the other hand, Redux going for some shots. 2 more picks going the way of the Red Squad. Can they actually make it to the end? As the payload now close to the operating table. Rotterfalk gonna drop one down, gets a hack there onto Timura, forcing the Reinhardt to back on out. It is unfortunate here for the blue team because there's no more barrel there. Fascinate can't jump up on top. We had the rally, there's the Transcendence right now. Trooper with the tackling visor again on the J22, and the 2 hits kind of heroes launching their ultimates. Billy in position to go for the Graviton, but not having the follow-up, hesitating. Diggs does get 3. Calamitous on the other hand with the counter kill, and still the contest is on the blue side. So that the Riptide there from Dinks just wasn't enough. No grab from Billy. And the Red Squad now struggling to get back onto the fight. Here comes the EMP, but no real follow-up. Billy needs to launch that Graviton from long range. J22 though dancing around onto the payload, but will dance in the dark instead. No way can Zarya make it. That's the Red Squad losing out after such a huge time bank in the first 2 spots.
Score
Lol. Nix just went for the lull.
2-2. Switching sides.
Damn, dude. Oh my god, it's already 6. What did I do with my whole afternoon? Oh yeah, cast Overwatch. But anyway, the blue team gonna be on the attack now. Needs to finish the map to take the win. This is nice. This is a nice back. It's a clean looking back kind of thing. What else are the Easter eggs here on Spooky Eichenwalde? What's interesting though that Junkenstein Revenge protects this castle, but then when you go inside of Eichenwalde, in Eichenwalde, it's the lab of Junkenstein. So does it actually mean this? Like, I've been wondering. It's just a reskin anyway. But in terms of Junkenstein lore, is this Junkenstein castle, and the other one is the normal castle that we defend? I don't know, because the map itself does see that other castle anyway, so you know. It might be a little different. I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to understand Junkenstein when it's just for the memes kind of mode. Interesting though that the road is still a road, that kind of deal.
5, 4,
Anyway, to get into the game. So it's gonna be on Eichenwalde again. We'll see the blue squad now whip out the Brigitte here from Yuumi, Fascinate, and Neil Zarya as well. The blue squad gonna be playing a little more heavy on the tank role this time. Trooper gonna be on that Widowmaker as well. No other hero besides the Moira and I guess the Brigitte, but does that really count in the scheme of things? Trooper now getting a headshot there onto Natsukashi. 2 picks going the way of the blue team, and that might be enough for them to actually get to the point because the red squad has to back on Billy, getting caught out with the Doomfist as well. So for the blue team, they're now all over the point. This is gonna be an easy capture already. Daks and Redux showing up. The Junkrat trying to do some damage as Timora launched into the sky. Daks has to back on out. The first stick already being taken here by the blue team. On the other hand, the red squad trying to get in position already. They know they have lost this fight and will be setting up onto the castle instead. Now with the objective loss, the red team trying to get in position on the ramparts. Billy wanting to go for the combination as well. On the other hand, here's Trooper looking for an opportunity to strike, spots out the Junkrat, going for some pressure onto the Reinhardt. Rotterflock up in the sky as well, ignoring the Doomfist right in front of him. And finally, Yuumi's there with the takedown. Redux does return the favor, gets sniped onto Calamitous. Deadeye is available, and Redux trying to get in position. Can pop the Q anytime, but gets met by Timora and the Fire Strike instead. Fire now falling, so the only healing potential here from the blue team is going to be completely from Yuumi. Rotterflock as well staying up on top, gets a snipe on the Trooper. So everyone on the red team staying on the high ground surviving, everyone on the low ground dying. Really goes to show what the high ground does for the red squad. As Fascinate now deciding to contest this, gets the 2 in the line, wants to go for Rotterflock next, and the Zenyatta caught on out, gets a whip shot to his name. Just not to be enough, however, and the blue team right now close to the end of the second checkpoint already. We have a rally here from Yuumi as well, and the blue team getting that extra boost of armor to get them into a really good fighting spot. Interesting to note though, J282 with the Orisa all the way to the backline. That's very dangerous. Gravital Surge as well from Fascinate to put things to the middle. Gets the takedown there. J282 just hopping around. And really, the defense here from the red team has been pretty subpar to say the least. The red squad hasn't been able to actually defend properly. They popped the Orisa at the end, but the Orisa wasn't in a proper spot to contend in the first place. For now, they do have 3 DPS with Redux, Billy, and Daks playing damage-dealing heroes. On the other hand, Trooper getting some snipes again, and this is going to be the blue team now close to the end already. They have a similar time bank to what the red team had at the start of all this, but the real question is, can they capitalize unlike the opposite squad? Here comes the Transcendence from Rotterflock as well as Coalescence from Natsukashi, using it to dodge the oncoming Timora. Calamitous on the other hand onto the left hand side gets Billy first and foremost. Trooper up on top as well, wants to go for a snipe onto Rotterflock. The Zenyatta avoiding all those shots and just putting some pressure onto the Widowmaker. Here comes the right click connecting onto Trooper. The red team right now getting some trades, but the blue team with superior firepower in close quarters. Redux now gets a hammer, and that's gonna be the end of it. The blue team will take it 3-2. Play the game going to Junkrat, and that's a 3k. That's a good ass 3k there. Fire in the hole, dude. Boom. But sadly, not enough follow-up. It's like you get a really good Riptire like that, but just no follow-up. Sadly, I'm going to. So for the blue squad, for the Grills and Brodies, they're gonna go for this 6 support composition. On the other hand, the red team gonna go for 1-3-2 with Samora leading the charge with the Wrecking Ball. And now into the fastness of. So Fascinate is gonna die! Fascinate! Staying alive there! Almost making it count, dude! Oh man! Okay, I'm not fanboying. The red team winning it out with the Genji and the Widowmaker. Fascinate, who I thought was completely dead, stayed alive, getting the shot onto one as well. But anyway, the red team right now with 2 picks, and they're gonna go for the push. Calamitous right now charging up that blade. And the 1-minute push here for the red team. The blue squad just memeing with the 6 support. Fascinate on the other hand will snipe onto Redux again. And we'll see if the red team will respond in kind. The real question is, will they see the 6 supports show of force from the blue squad and go for a 6 DPS instead? Billy, unaware of the Splackings and Yata, really fascinate the crux of all the damage, being healed up by the Bio Orb, and Yumi on the other hand just being the crux of the contest. A Dragon Blade though from Calamitous, turret does get a kill as well. And the red team now going for the point. Interesting to note that the visual isn't actually giving us the percentage. Fire now taking it up, gets taken down. Here comes the contest from the blue squad with Chiaki on the corner. Trooper being bounced around as well. The red team right now still staying onto this with Redux getting 3 heads in a row. A nano boost onto the hamster as well as Timura now just swinging by like a wrecking ball. Let him live. He survived and died. Kimachi started playing Overwatch. No, no, it's enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's one staff team. Tara 6v6 all support. I think the plan was all support versus all DPS or some shit. I think that's what the blue team was trying to do. Yeah, I know. This DPS team not taking 6 DPS. 6v6 tanks na lang, meet us halfway. Will against number 1 tank god Fascinate. I mean number 1 tank god Yumi. Tonking. There you go. 4.2k peak, by the way. Watashi wa Tamago. Leak, please.
Attackers
Ano na ba?
in 30 seconds.
FB na ba? FB.gg 4.4 secret. Ah, okay. Sure na yan. FB. Secret. Sure na yan. FB na yan. So, check out Yumi at her page in the future at fb.gg/Yumi. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just trying to plug you. 5 support. 1 isa ayaw. Si Timora. Ayaw ni Timora mag ano. 1 isa. 1-1. 1-1 no. Bobo. Anyway, for the red team, they're gonna go for a 5 support with the Reinhardt at the crux of it. On the other hand, the blue team gonna go for a 5 support with a Torbjorn as the crux of it. And Andoy gonna go for the push. The red team though with a pretty dominant timeline for the time being. Chiaki though gonna push on out, and we will see a space battle here between the 2 Lucios and the Brigitte. And everything is in slow motion because of the gravity. But the blue squad now finally getting 2 picks. Fascinate popping heads again. Andoy need to get healed up, and the Torbjorn putting some pressure on. But look at this. Rotherfang out in the open. The Bio Grenade from Billy as well. And here we go with another space battle. Chiaki getting a pick off onto Rotherfang. And there's the charge. Timura all the way from outer space gets the charge on out. The action here outside of the space station. The blue team so trying to put the fight onto the reds. Billy has to hide using the low grab, and Chiaki gonna slip on down. The blue squad right now keeping this up. Chiaki falling down. Fascinate getting sniped up. Yumi and Para using Guardian Angel and the movement, but Ana getting booped. Redux going for the shots up on top, and the Bio Orb with the takedown. So the red squad finally winning it out in the anti-gravity area. The red team right now trying to get onto the point again and finally taking down Andoy at the end. That was I like that. I like that. I feel like that's the highlight, even though it really didn't amount to much. The red team right now trying to get into position again. Will try to use Timura as their anchor. Chiaki on the other hand gonna pop the rally. 2 more picks going the way of the red team. We have the trans as well. The Brigitte of Rotherfang gonna go for the push. Bio Grenade onto Andoy again. And really, Billy has been on point with these bios. Next, can the red team actually take advantage of this? We do see Fascinate now getting caught on out. Gets the right click onto Rotherfang. Next will be Timura. It's gonna be an nano boost. And the boop there from Trooper actually making it count. Timura now goes for the charge. Para able to avoid. The red team though getting getting caught between the spawn advantage from the blue squad. And this is very sloppy here from the red team. They're gonna lose out a lot of their members. Fascinate really popping heads this time with those balls. Next will be Redux. But can Redux actually outsnipe the Zenyatta in this fight? The red team now having to meet the blue squad. They're coming on in full force to the right hand side. The Lucio just congregating the blue squad as well. And here's the Nano Brigitte into the fight. Sand Barrier is there as well. So for the blue team, this is their best chance. The Coalescence Dome from Dings whittling them down. Andoy with a kill now onto Rotterfalk. Trooper bouncing around, gets an armor pack, and here comes Para out in the open. The blue team though, all over the point. Chiaki now with a kill onto one. The Molten Core is popped by Andor as well. The blue team now getting the initial capture of the point, and they can go for these staggers to get to the second point so quickly. Chiaki is ready with the rally. Going for Billy first. The Gritter blocking the way of the Ana, and here's the rally now. The Ana in the bad spot will get taken down, and here comes the rest of the red team, but Redux gets sniped onto Chiaki. Fascinate popping the chance in that fight as well, and Timora switching off to the Winston being the anti-fun in the situation. The red team looks like they're going to be able to hold on to this. Rotterfalk switch over to the Torb as well. So the red team deciding enough is enough. Enough of the memes. It's time to win. Red squad might have earned the ire of the blue team here, because the blue team having a lot of fun with their 5 support lineup, but might see some tank play instead. Bakit? Bakit ngayon ka lang? Bakit may tank at DPS na? That's what jokes is this? Dude, get cucked. That was a trick. There was a big trick there from the red team. The 6 DPS and the Dream not even playing their namesake here. The blue team now gonna push with Trooper getting the first kill onto Calamitous already. Fascinate on the other hand up on top. Tomorrow gonna pop the Primal Rage this time. Gonna go for some punches, putting the Ana to the corner. Gets a sleep dart. Billy on the other hand getting sniped onto Andoy's turret. So far, the red team able to hold on to this with those very dishonorable switches. Yumi and Fascinate though doing work already. The Ana getting up on top, going for some snipes on the Rotterfalk as well. Dinks on the other hand tossing up some bio orbs and has the Coalescence available. But for the blue team, they're trying to go through to the center. Para brings Fascinate back into the fight. Fascinate getting whittled down again by Dinks. Really, the Moira and her orbs just juggling along. Android now will be the next target. Rotterfalk bringing in the damage and the pain. So for the red squad, a successful defense so far. If I were the blue team, I'd probably swap it out to go for a few more tanks. Trooper with a very questionable sound barrier there gets caught out by Calamitous, who does take care of two. A good stagger here from the red team, even chasing out the Chiaki. But the Brigitte getting the shield on up doesn't get pooped to the spawn. Redux on the other hand with another snipe onto Andoy. And this is gonna be the red team in heavy control of this. They have just been staggering the oncoming blue squad so far. Rez comes on out onto Fascinate as Timora taking a nap with a nano boost. And now even the Molten Core is popped by Rotterfalk. Fascinate gonna go for the trans instead. Lol, the stat pad. That was a heavy stat pad there from Fascinate, just healing up Andoy in that meantime. But still, the trades going the way of the defense. They are getting enough out of this overextension that the blue squad right now is struggling to even get past the hydroponics training facility. For the blue team might be their only chance at this, but for the red team, they do get 3 picks. They left the turret around. The turret is doing work. Fascinate on the other hand out in front of Calamitous. The Lucio applying some pressure. Fascinate staying alive, getting healed on up. The right click doesn't connect. The Bio Orb! The Bio Orbs here from the Moira have been so effective to just force Fascinate to be out of position. So not less than 2 minutes remaining for the blue team. Calamitous is gonna go for the sound barrier with Flare all the way from the top rope. But still, the Lucio not really doing much in this fight, just skating around, gets a loop onto Andoy, pops the overload in response. And for the blue team, trying to go to the center, Trooper not knowing that Symmetra is not a support hero anymore, still playing it. Andoy getting the Molten Core on the Rotterfalk and his turret. So for the blue team, they use the lava there to make an opening by getting the immobile hero there of Rotterfalk. But for the blue squad, this doesn't look good. Is tomorrow gonna pop the Primal Rage in this fight? The red team, on the other hand, still keeping on. Just applying so much pressure in these fights. Fascinate now gonna pop the Transcendence at the end to keep himself alive to back on out. Trooper, on the other hand, meets the big gorilla. And for the red team, this has been pretty effective so far. It really just goes to show that the biggest reason people don't spam one role is when you have a combination of many roles working together, it is pretty effective. So for the blue team, 40 seconds remaining. I don't know why I'm still trying to commentate on this fight, because the red squad right now just pushing with the Lucio, pushing with the Torbjorn, just gonna go for some skating antics and going for these picks. Really, such a scattered gameplay here from both squads. And 30 seconds remaining here for the blue team. Trooper going for a duel onto Calamus, tossing out the turrets as well. The auto aim there, whittling down Lucio and gets a takedown, slowing him to a snail's pace. Here's the photon barrier right now. I don't understand why Trooper would do such a thing if there's no one to really snipe from the other side. Fascinate is up on top instead. Can't even use the photon barrier in that capacity. A rally now has been popped. Kenshiyaki get back to the point, giving some armor there to his DPS. And Yata Adoy now onto the point, taking a nap. Will get a takedown onto one, I believe. No, it's not. It's the red team now taking down two. 3 kills going the way of the red squad. Sound barrier is there as well. And that was a game. That was a game. That was a game. I think we're done. I think we're done. Play of the game going to Kalam on the Genji, and I hope you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the shit show, to be honest. But anyway, I don't know why we did that. I don't know why we did that, friends.